Here we have the new 2023 Land Rover Range Rover Sport. This one comes in the SE Dynamic trim level in Fuji white. And then we have caraway perforated leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 3-liter turbocharged and supercharged inline-6 engine, mated with an 8-speed automatic transmission. And that gives us 395 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque. And then this one has right at 5,430 miles on it. Fresh trade in here at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro. But to the front end here, I love that styling. We get the LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. And the lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking it up. But a beautiful front end here, not a piece of black plastic. I love the gloss black, how it goes with that white there. Coming down to the wheels here, we get these 22-inch SV bespoke wheels. I love that look. And then we have the red brake calipers. We do get the Brembo brakes on this Rover here. And then we have passive keyless entry on all 4 doors, and these actually go into the door when the vehicle's locked up, but since it's unlocked, it presents the door handle so you can open it. Now we do get the premium Meridian sound system here, which sounds incredible. We have the wood trim there, feels nice. All of this door panel just looks fantastic all around. Now your seat controls are right here, so you can control the seat back right here, the seat bottom right there. And then I like how they actually put the memory seat buttons in the control. So you hit M and then hold the number you want to set it to. And then to recall, you just hit the number itself, and you have 3 different settings for that. One-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors. We do have this nice feature, which is an entry-exit button. So when you're getting out of the vehicle, you can make sure that the suspension is lowered and you can get out easily. We have our electronic child lock and rear window lock here. Power folding mirror controls right there. So you just click that and you can fold and then unfold the side mirrors. And we do have blind spot monitors there. And then we can turn our side mirrors on and off and adjust using this dial. Now to actually open the door, the handle's right there, then unlock and lock here, storage. And this is the hood release. And then we do have a power folding, or a power lift gate, excuse me. And you can see that red there. We have ambient lighting throughout, which just looks beautiful on this SUV. And then over here, USB-C charge port, storage underneath there for maybe a small wallet or something like that, or you can put your phone there if you want to. And then here's the seat itself. So we do get power lumbar support, and then we can control the headrest and things of that nature, but I'll show you where all those controls are actually in the screen after a while here. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out this rear seat room. So just a step up here. So the suspension isn't lowered as of now, so that's why it was kind of high getting in here. But that's the leg room, not terrible, especially with this one being the smaller Sport as opposed to the full-fledged Range Rover. But I like that we have the seat back pockets on both sides. And then you can see there ambient lighting over there by that cup holder. And then we just have the white LED lights where our feet go. But over here to the rear AC controls, so you actually have quad zone automatic climate controls, which is pretty neat. Now with the knobs, these work the same as they would the front, because you get the heated and cooled seats on all 4 of the outboard seats as well. You just push there, and then you can adjust the cooled seat or the heat there, and then you can pull and you can adjust the fan speed. Then you can cut all that off. Now these buttons here are actually for the airflow that comes out of each vent. So instead of having to fold it one way or another, you can literally cut that off, and then no air is coming out of this side and all the air is coming out of this side here. So it's pretty neat. You can control the actual airflow. So if you are getting too cold but you don't want to necessarily mess with the temperature, you can fool with the actual airflow itself. And then your direction can be controlled right here. If you want it at your feet, or if you want it at the face, or if you want to set it at that auto, you can do all of that there. And then right there, more ambient lighting. You have a USB-C charge port on either side and a 12 volt there in the middle. And then we do have a 110 volt 3-prong household plug-in right there. And I do love this caraway interior. We do have the power sunshade there, and I'll show you how that looks when the roof is all the way open. And then with the black accents throughout to go with it, we have the bottle holders here, and then additional storage right there. So just a lovely interior, especially from the back here. And then we can probably put a plastic hanger or 2 metal hanger hooks here. And then up here, we can toggle the reading lights for the back. But let's make our way towards the rear of the vehicle. So as we come to the back here, we do have our full LED tail lamps. And again, they don't flash. That's just how the camera's picking them up. Dual exhaust is here. This one does have the tow hitch installed. And there's a look underneath the vehicle for those who are curious. Now to actually open the lift gate from the back, there's a button right there, just to the right of the backup camera. And this one here has a, I think this might be factory, I'm not 100%, but basically this is a cargo cover that covers the entire cargo area if you have a dog or something. And then pretty easy to just take all the straps out. But what's neat is you can actually lower the suspension from the back right here. So if I hit this button, you can hear it activating. And then if I hold it there, it'll come down just to make things easier to get out. And then we can, again, power fold the rear seat. So it'll fold flat when the seat's up front or up far enough. And then that's with them all the way leaned back. So pretty neat system all in all. And I'm gonna try and give you a peek here because we do have a full size spare. That's a 22-inch rim there if you ever need that. And I just love how swift and silent the lift gate is. Now for fuel, just click there. If you have a cap, premium is recommended, but not necessarily required. But if you want that full power output, definitely recommend putting the premium in it. And then again, being able to adjust the seat from back here is pretty nice. And then our anchors are right in here. But to the front passenger side, there's the seat itself. And again, all of our adjustability along with the memory seats is either here or in the screen, which I'll show you where that is again momentarily. Now here we have storage cubby and then our main glove compartment. Hit that button there. And then we still have the owner's manual and even the window sticker in this one. So pause anywhere you need to take a look at that if you want to. And then this one has so much in terms of options. Stickers right at 107,325. And there's our fuel economy and whatnot there. And I forget to mention, we do have soft closed doors, so if you don't close the door all the way, it will finish the job for you. I'm gonna go ahead and open that. We do have hydraulics, and then this here is how you get the hood open. And then you have the hooks on either side. But it's mostly covered up, but there's that twin charged inline 6. Well, let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat next. So here's the steering wheel. There's the horn. Now over to heat it, you just come over here, hit that button there. But I love the steering wheel here. It looks so nice having that two-tone caraway with the ebony. And then even the finish around there with the gloss black, it looks so fancy. But let's come over here to the radio. So first of all, we have the navigation system here. We can go through all of our shortcuts, whether you want to find a hospital, service, food, or you have your favorites saved there, excuse me. But then you can also just search an address or whatever. Now we can add a Bluetooth device here, and then you just search for the device on your Bluetooth device, or search for the radio on your Bluetooth device, excuse me, and then you can connect that pretty easily. Now audio, we do get AM, FM, XM radio, and again that Bluetooth audio, but we also have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. And then here we have our automatic brake hold, auto stop toggle, stability control toggle, and then over here we can go through our ride height, whether you want it to be on auto, off-road, normal, or that access function there. Now there are tons of apps you can actually go in here. So we have Eco Data, I don't know why I can't talk today. The Android Auto, Apple CarPlay symbols are right in there, so you can click that to connect to either one. Now for cameras, we do have several views. So this is the parking view there, and we can kind of scroll through and get a look at each camera, and then it'll give you that 3D walk around there. And then we have our off-road cameras here, so that gives us, it shows us the camera and all that as we turn the wheel. And then that's actually the front camera with the curbside view it's showing us. So if you're getting close to, let's say a rock or something in your way and you want to make sure you're going to be able to make it, you have that view. And then you do have your towing view there, and this is the backup camera that it's showing. And then we have settings here. You can go in here, and then if you want to, for whatever reason, if you want to change your units, go to vehicle settings, and then you can change all of that here. You have safety and security, driver assistance, so much that you can fool with here. And then you can change the language as well. And there are a ton of languages that you can choose between. So English, Spanish, French, Italian. Let's get back to the front here. And then over here, slope assist, compass, the wheel info, weight sensing. And then my favorite thing is the energy impact. So you can actually see how much energy is being used based on what you have on. So for whatever reason, if you want to try and save fuel or save your battery, it shows you how much the AC is using. It shows you how much, if you have the heated windshield on, that's using the heated steering wheel, the cooled seats, all of that. And then your driving style there as well. But all the other settings are right in here, including the park assist. And then if you want to fool with the vents, that's right there. And kind of like in the back, you can decide how much airflow each vent is getting. And then you can control the rear as well. But again, just so much that you can do here. I want to pull up these climate controls. So we do get, again, the quad zone automatic climate control. So that's for the rear there. All the settings are here. You can control from the front. And then for the front itself, you can actually go in here and fool with where the air is coming from, the vents, and then even the air quality. It'll show you what's going on there. So pretty neat setup. You can power the whole system on and off. And then the seats as well, heat, cool, all of that for the front and rear. And then this is where we can control the actual headrest, the lumbar support, even the cushion. So if you want that to slide out a little bit, say for whatever reason you want it to be longer, you can do that. And then that lumbar, as well as the bolsters and the headrest, can be adjusted right in the screen. So I'll show you for the passenger side. When I do that, it can raise, lower, and then also you can move it back and forth a little bit. So just super adjustable. Now down here we do have a wireless charging pad hidden kind of in between the screen and the AC controls down here. And then you do have a shortcut, like if you were to hit this button, that automatically pulls up the seats. And then if you hit this, this automatically pulls up the climate controls there. And again, you do have those knobs like in the back if you want to adjust the temperature from here, or if you want to pull and adjust the speed, or push and adjust the seats. All that is right there for you. Turn that down. And then for the shifter, you just hit this button behind, drive, and then you can slap down for the sport, hit the button, tap up for neutral, and then pull all the way up for reverse. Press P for park. And then over here for the drive modes, I'm still hearing this rear AC. Let me get to that. Now there's a learning curve on this. There's just so much going on. A lot of the times you forget how to get everything going. So for the rear, a lot of the times that'll just be on 5 or whatever. But it might just be a preset or whatever. But here, the drive modes, you can scroll through all of those and it'll show you in the bottom. You have comfort, eco, dynamic, and then you also have all of your 4-wheel drive controls, so mud, ruts, sand, etc. And then if you click this, it's just an auto drive mode, so it'll basically, depending on what you're doing, it'll go ahead and take care of that for you. Downhill brake control, and then your low 4-wheel drive, just hit that button there. Now I do like that we have that wood again that covers the bottle holders, and then the center console cubby space, we have an ice, I shouldn't say an ice chest, but a cooler. So 2 different levels for that. And then up here we have our hazards. And then the rear camera mirror, we can fool with that. I'm gonna push that sunshade back. And we do have our, I think that's the roadside assistance and the SOS button there. And while that sunshade's going back, there's the vanity mirror, very premium looking, I like that. But that is the exposed roof. And then you can one-touch tilt, hit it again to slide it all the way back. And that's how far it'll go. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. But coming back around to the steering wheel, we can set up a custom button there. So you can hit that and it'll actually show you on the screen what you can customize that to. So a short press, you can have all this set up, or a long press, you can do all of that. And then Bluetooth button here. And we can go through our audio presets or whatever there. And then voice recognition button is here. I will say a lot of the times with just how this is set up, I'll fat finger the voice recognition, but audio can be adjusted right there. And then you can hit this button and then this pulls up the settings, whether it's for the info panel, the heads up display. So you can turn that on or off, adjust the brightness, the content, and then your vehicle settings in here, tire pressure, all of that. And then you can adjust the display layout for whatever reason if you want to do that. And then again, the info panel, we can go in there and pull up what we actually want to see. So again, it's just, there's so much going on here. And now that's my new setting. But to the right side, we have our cruise controls, the speed limiters here, and then we can adjust the gap for the adaptive cruise that we get on this one, as well as this lane keeping system. And then to get the cruise started, you just pull up there or push up there, and then you can fool with all that there and then click to resume. And then you can cancel just by hitting that button. Paddle shifters are behind. And then for the headlamp controls, if you want to get it off, pull there, and then you kind of have to find that sweet spot if you want to put the corners on, if you want to put the low beams on, and then hold if you want to put it into auto mode there. And then front fog lights, rear fog lights, and then our info can be toggled right there. And that bottom left corner shows us fuel economy, instant fuel economy, how much is left in the tank, all that. And then for the high beams, you can toggle those there and flash here. Now we do get automatic windshield wipers. So to the side here, it's one time. This is off, auto, low, high. And then we can adjust the auto sensitivity here. And we have our rear wiper here, intermittent on, off, and then push that for the rear wiper, and then, or rear wiper fluid, excuse me, and then pull up here and we have the headlamp washers as well as the front wiper fluid. Now for the heads up display, we have all that set up here. Again, we can decide what content we want to show there. But our push button starts there. For audio, we can adjust that and then click that to mute. And finally, here's the key fob. But now for the fun part, let's go ahead and take this 2023 Land Rover Range Rover Sport out on the road for a test drive.